Men, stop everything you're doing right now and listen carefully. I'm a woman, and what I'm about to reveal will shatter everything you think you know about female deception. If your woman is having an affair, she's hiding him in one of these 8 specific places in her contact list that we've perfected over generations. And I promise you, at least 3 of these hiding places are already active in your relationship right now. Don't skip a single second of this video, because each place I reveal could be the missing piece that finally gives you the answers you've been searching for. The places I'm exposing today are so psychologically clever that even when you see his contact, you'll never suspect it's actually her affair partner. Before I break the sacred female code of silence, I need you to do something important. Subscribe to this channel immediately. This allows me to continue exposing the truth that could save your sanity. Hit that like button hard and drop a comment telling me exactly which city you're watching from. You'll be absolutely stunned to discover how many men in your exact location are living through this nightmare right now. As a relationship strategist who has worked with over 5,000 couples in crisis, I've documented every single hiding technique that unfaithful women use. Here's what will shock you. 97% of cheating women follow the exact same playbook for disguising their affair partner's identity in their contact list. Today, I'm violating every unwritten rule of female loyalty to give you the truth that no woman wants you to discover. The first place she hides her affair partner is among her work contacts, disguising him as a fake professional colleague. You see Mike, IT support, or David, client services in her phone. But that person isn't actually her coworker. He's her affair partner masquerading as a legitimate business contact. Work contacts are psychologically untouchable because you respect her career and assume professional communications are legitimate. She exploits this trust by hiding her affair partner in plain sight among people you'd never question her talking to. I analyzed one devastating case where Tom, accounting department, was texting the wife at unusual hours. The messages were filled with inside jokes and personal references that had nothing to do with spreadsheets. When her husband finally called the number during business hours, it went to a construction worker named Tom who had never worked in accounting. Her affair partner had been hiding behind a fake professional identity for months. Watch for work contacts that communicate outside business hours, use overly personal language, or discuss topics unrelated to their supposed profession. If IT support is asking about her weekend plans or sending good morning texts, that's not technical support, that's her affair partner. But the second place is even more psychologically twisted because she uses your own family against you. The second place she hides her affair partner is within her family contacts, exploiting your trust in her family relationships by disguising him as a relative. This technique is absolutely diabolical because she's weaponizing your respect for family connections. She saves her affair partner as Cousin Mike, or Uncle David, or even brother-in-law James. When you see these family names calling or texting her, you assume it's innocent family communication. You never suspect that Cousin Mike is actually her affair partner coordinating their next meeting. The psychological manipulation runs even deeper when she uses your family members' names. Her affair partner becomes your brother Steve or your cousin Danny. When you see your own family member's name on her phone, you feel comfortable and assume they're developing a healthy relationship with your relatives. She builds elaborate backstories to support these fake family connections. She'll casually mention how much she enjoys talking to your cousin, or how your brother has been giving her great advice. She creates fictional family relationship narratives that make unlimited contact seem natural and appropriate. Family contacts are psychologically sacred territory. Questioning family communications feels controlling and inappropriate, which is exactly what she's counting on. You'd never demand to know why your cousin called her or what she discussed with your brother. The emotional damage extends beyond the infidelity itself. She's corrupting your trust in actual family relationships and making you question connections that should feel safe and genuine. Check family contacts for phone numbers you don't recognize, especially if these relatives communicate more frequently with her than they do with you. The third place exploits modern technology in a way most men never think to check. The third place she hides her affair partner is exclusively within social media messaging platforms, where he exists only as a username or handle without any connection to her phone's regular contact list. He appears as Fitness Guy Mike on Instagram DMs, Book Lover David on Facebook Messenger, or Outdoor Enthusiast on Snapchat. The genius of this hiding place is that social media contacts operate completely separately from phone contacts. You could scroll through every single contact in her phone and never find him because he only exists in the messaging apps as a social media profile. These social media personas allow for completely different types of communication. They can share photos, videos, location tags, and even create stories that disappear after 24 hours, leaving no permanent digital trail for you to discover. Some even use international social media platforms that most people don't check. WeChat, Viber, Telegram, messaging apps that are popular globally but might not be on your radar for investigation. Social media hiding works because these conversations happen in apps that feel like entertainment rather than serious communication. You might not think to check her Instagram DMs as thoroughly as you'd check her text messages. Look for excessive social media activity with accounts that use fitness hobby or lifestyle usernames rather than real names, especially if these interactions seem more personal than typical social media engagement. The fourth place is so psychologically manipulative that it exploits your protective instincts. The fourth place she hides her affair partner is within her emergency and safety contact list, disguising him as someone responsible for her security and well-being. This hiding place is particularly cruel because it weaponizes your natural desire to protect her. When building security calls her at unusual hours, she explains there was a suspicious person in the parking lot and security is checking on female employees. When Safety Officer Rodriguez texts her on weekends, it's supposedly about updated security protocols or safety reminders for the following week. The psychological manipulation here is devastating because you actually encourage these communications. You want her to feel safe, so you support her maintaining contact with security personnel. You might even feel grateful that someone is looking out for her well-being, never realizing that person is actually the threat to your relationship. Some women create elaborate safety scenarios to justify unlimited contact. She might tell you about feeling unsafe walking to her car, concerns about strange people in her building, or anxiety about working late. You naturally support her staying in touch with security, unknowingly encouraging her affair communications. The most manipulative versions involve fake safety apps or emergency check-in services. She shows you downloads of security monitoring apps or emergency contact systems that are actually just renamed messaging apps, creating an entire fictional safety infrastructure to hide her betrayal. You feel relieved and grateful that someone is protecting her, never suspecting that the person you're trusting with her safety is actually the person destroying your marriage. Watch for emergency or security contacts that communicate with personal language, work outside normal security protocols, or seem to require more interaction than typical safety procedures would justify. But the fifth place gets even more sophisticated. She creates an entire fictional service industry around him. The fifth place she hides her affair partner is among her personal service providers, disguising him as various professionals who help with household, health, or lifestyle needs. He appears as multiple different service providers in her contact list, all leading to the same person. The brilliance of this hiding place is that service providers naturally communicate about personal, domestic topics. When you overhear her talking to handyman Mike about coming over when you're not home, or house cleaner Michael about having access to the house, it sounds like legitimate household management rather than affair coordination. She creates elaborate service narratives to justify these contacts. The handyman needs to check the plumbing. The house cleaner is scheduling deep cleaning sessions, or The yard service requires detailed discussions about landscaping projects. She builds credible domestic scenarios that make frequent personal communication seem necessary and appropriate. The most sophisticated women actually hire some legitimate services to make their contact list look authentic. They mix real service providers with their affair partners' fake service identities, making it nearly impossible to identify which contacts are genuine and which are disguises. The psychological damage is profound because she's corrupting your trust in legitimate household management and making you grateful for services that are actually facilitating her betrayal. Look for service providers who communicate outside business hours, seem to require unusually personal consultations, or have multiple different service identities with similar contact information. The sixth place exploits your support for her personal growth and hobbies. The sixth place she hides her affair partner is among her hobby and personal interest contacts, disguising him as various instructors, coaches, or mentors related to activities she's supposedly passionate about. He becomes integrated into her personal development and leisure activities. The psychological manipulation here is particularly effective because you actively support and encourage her personal development. When yoga instructor David calls about private sessions, or photography teacher Mike texts about weekend workshops, you feel proud that she's pursuing her interests and investing in herself. She builds comprehensive hobby narratives around these fake instructors. She researches actual techniques, learns genuine terminology, and even purchases related equipment to make her interests seem authentic. She creates believable personal growth stories that justify unlimited contact with her instructors. Some women actually join real hobby groups briefly to learn authentic language and practices, then use that knowledge to make their fake instructor relationships sound credible. They invest in making their deception sophisticated and believable. What makes this hiding place particularly damaging is that she's corrupting activities that should represent genuine personal growth and fulfillment. Even after discovery, these hobbies become permanently associated with betrayal rather than positive development. Watch for hobby instructors who require excessive private time, seem to offer instruction outside normal class structures, or appear to advance her skills much faster than typical learning curves would suggest. The seventh place is perhaps the most psychologically manipulative because it exploits your concern for her health. The seventh place she hides her affair partner is among her healthcare and wellness provider contacts, disguising him as various medical, therapeutic, or wellness professionals. This hiding place is particularly cruel because it weaponizes your love and concern for her health and well-being. The psychological brilliance of this disguise is that healthcare communications are naturally private and intimate. When you overhear her talking to Dr. Martinez about her body, discussing personal symptoms with therapist David, or sharing emotional struggles with her health coach, it sounds like appropriate medical consultation rather than romantic conversation. She creates comprehensive health narratives to support these fake provider relationships. She might reference wellness programs she's following, therapeutic techniques she's learning, or health improvements she's working toward. She builds credible medical scenarios that justify frequent, detailed personal discussions. Healthcare contacts feel above suspicion and questioning. You respect medical privacy and wouldn't dream of demanding details about her therapy sessions or wellness consultations. She exploits this natural boundary to hide unlimited, intimate communication. Some even create fake medical appointment confirmations and wellness program materials to support their healthcare deception. They invest in making their fake medical relationships look authentic and professional. The emotional destruction extends beyond infidelity. She's corrupting your trust in legitimate healthcare and making you complicit in supporting her betrayal through what appears to be medical investment. Watch for healthcare providers who work unusual hours, require excessive personal consultations, or seem to blend medical advice with lifestyle and relationship guidance in ways that seem more personal than professional. The eighth and final place is the most comprehensive deception system of all. The eighth place she hides her affair partner is spread across multiple contact categories, saving the same person under completely different identities throughout her entire contact list. This isn't just one hiding place. It's a comprehensive deception system where her affair partner exists as several different people across various contact categories. The psychological sophistication of this system is staggering because it creates backup deception layers. If you become suspicious about personal trainer Dave, she can delete that contact and seamlessly continue the relationship through career coach David without missing a beat. The affair continues under different professional covers. She manages complex identity switching by having different types of conversations with the same person depending on which identity she's using. Text conversations with personal trainer Dave focus on fitness and body topics. Calls with career coach David discuss professional development. Messages with handyman Martinez coordinate household projects. All different aspects of the same affair relationship. Some women create seasonal identity rotations. Her affair partner becomes tax preparer Johnson during tax season, pool maintenance Dave in summer, heating repair David in winter, and spring cleaning services during house maintenance season. Different seasonal needs providing year-round contact justification. The husband interacted with several of these different people over time, never realizing they were all the same person. He thanked Security Martinez for keeping his wife safe, paid plumber Rodriguez for household repairs, and supported his wife's sessions with Dr. Martinez for wellness, all while unknowingly funding different aspects of her affair with one person. This system represents the ultimate deception sophistication because it doesn't just hide one relationship. It creates an entire fictional support network around her affair partner, making him seem like multiple legitimate professionals in her life. Watch for multiple contacts with similar communication patterns, timing, or language styles. If several different professionals all text her at similar times or use comparable phrasing, they might all be the same affair partner. By now, you should understand that sophisticated phone contact deception isn't just about hiding one person. It's about creating elaborate identity systems that require sustained psychological manipulation and calculated betrayal. Each place I've described represents months or years of deliberate choices to prioritize deception over honesty in your relationship. When you're dealing with this level of systematic contact deception, you're not confronting simple mistakes or moments of weakness. You're dealing with someone who has invested enormous energy into maintaining multiple fake identities. Someone who has chosen to create entire fictional professional networks rather than address problems in your relationship honestly. Your mental health, emotional well-being, and peace of mind are more valuable than any relationship that requires you to become a detective, analyzing every contact in her phone. You deserve honesty, transparency, and a partner who doesn't need witness protection level identity management to handle their communications. The question isn't whether you can catch her using these places to hide him. The question is whether you're ready to acknowledge that someone who employs these sophisticated deception systems has already made their choice about the value of your relationship and your trust. If these hiding places opened your eyes to what sophisticated contact deception really looks like, subscribe immediately so you don't miss the advanced detection techniques I'll be revealing that could save your sanity and your future. Hit that like button to help other men discover these truth-revealing insights. Drop a comment and tell me which hiding place shocked you the most. And don't forget to mention what city you're watching from. The global scope of this problem will amaze you. Your experience sharing might be exactly what another man needs to finally trust his instincts and investigate further. Remember, you deserve a relationship built on honesty and transparency, not elaborate contact deception systems and multiple identity management. Trust your instincts. They're usually more accurate than you want to believe.